Hello, and welcome back to this audio journal I call a podcast. I just finished my shift at work today. Um, uh, Not a good day. Not a good day. To be truthfully honest. Um, uh, it kind of fell apart towards the end. I went to this restaurant that that like is like it's a restaurant I eat at sometimes, and I DoorDash from there more so. And usually, when I take orders from that restaurant, it's usually a long wait and whatnot. And like today, it was no different because I went in there and I said, "Oh, hey, here's the I'm here to pick up an order for this person." And somebody comes in there. The guy goes back into the kitchen, and the kitchen manager comes out, and he goes, "Hey, where's that other guy that was just here?" And he said, "Oh, he's gone already." And they go, "Well," and then he turns to me, and he says, "Sorry, we're going to have to remake it." And I am still kind of full of energy. I haven't been overwhelmed with frustration yet. And so I go, "No problem, I'll wait." I end up waiting about 15 minutes. They give me the order. I deliver it to the person. I also told the person what was going on that ordered it, because they said, "Oh, this is a well-paying customer. Treat this person right in the app." And I said, I go, "All right, I'll treat this person right, no problem," because it's just kind of, I try and treat people with as much respect I can. I don't really disrespect people that much. Even before I was a Christian, I always kind of was against being disrespectful or discourteous. And after that, I after that delivery, I head back and goes, "Go to Little Caesars," and it's like $5.75 to deliver pizza from Little Caesars to the customer. And then it's an apartment complex off of Town Lake, and then the pickup time for the order was like 15 minutes away. So I released that order. I unassigned it, and I think that was the beginning of the end of me being able to withstand the challenges the day was going to throw at me. I mean, it's just, this day was not the best. I try to take, at least, there's a mosquito in here, it needs to get out. Whatever, I'll just deal with it for a while, however long I need to deal with it. It's just, the day wasn't the best. I always try to take 5 to 7 deliveries when I just work at night, and sometimes I try to take more, but there's days where I go out in the morning. That's usually Friday, where I go out in the morning, take some deliveries, then come home, and then go back out at night and take some deliveries. And like hopefully on those days I get like 10 or 12 deliveries. I'm always happy with taking more deliveries if I could take more, and I would have loved to have taken 8, but it's just that my frustration with the day wasn't going to be able to be able to allow it, because I was about to break and just have an anger episode. So after I unassigned the $5.75 delivery from Little Caesars, I'm offered a $2.75 delivery from Papa John's, which I declined because I was like, no. And then the next order comes in. It's even less money. It's $2, the bare minimum, from Captain D's Seafood. And I've had 2 really crappy deliveries today. One was from Pizza Hut for $2.75, and the other one was from Captain D's for $2. I so kind of irritated I forgot about it. And I get there and I see the people and that ordered it, and I just think to myself, you know, if you had to do this and someone acted like you to you, someone acted like you did to you, you would go off. Like you would blow up. You would be angry. You would be furious. You might even be prone to violence. But here you are doing it to somebody else, and you think it's acceptable. I just don't understand how you can go, I'm going to order food in, a luxury, and be so ungrateful to someone that brings it to me that I won't even tip them. Because when you get $2.75 or $2, that's just DoorDash giving you the money for taking the delivery. That's like, there's no tip. And like, yeah, sometimes that happens where they go like, oh, here's the tip when you get in it's cash, and they hand it to you when you get there. In the back of my mind, I was thinking maybe that's going to happen. It usually doesn't happen. Let's be real. It usually doesn't happen because there's a lot of people that just want the absolute luxury of having food delivered to them, and don't want to give the courtesy of the person delivering the food of a tip. And I'm like going to have to let my anger go. I already kind of feel like it's being let go because I was boiling. I was just saying, I was just cursing in my mind. I was saying curse words in my mind, and trying to contain my anger with the situation of just kind of feeling insulted that I didn't get a tip, even though they're asking me to bring them food. And I know it's not the best thing to just get mad about, and I kind of signed up for this by taking the position with DoorDash, or making an account with DoorDash. But it just goes like, I I know what it's like to not get tipped. I don't think I think like the last time I bought something and didn't tip, like had food delivered, didn't tip, I was a child and I didn't know what tipping was. I didn't know the concept. That's what I think. I used to like just tip $5 and stuff like that, and like or whatnot. I wasn't like the best tipper, but like I would tip fair. And I would definitely leave a tip. However, once I worked in pizza delivery, I would like learn how bad it feels to get a subpar tip or even no tip. So I would try my best to tip as much as I can. Like there's like a couple places, there's a couple times where I'll tip like 30% or 40%, sometimes even 50%. And just simply because like there's places like sub shops and whatnot that everybody shares the tips. So I think it's better to tip more in that scenario, so more people can share the money. I just don't believe in not tipping because it's just disrespectful, and I believe in the concept of charity. I've really embraced that concept, like, once again, even before I was a Christian. And this is not going to be a spiritual episode. I'm just getting this off my chest before I go into what I want to say about a lighter topic. So, yeah, I just can't comprehend not tipping people. And getting stiffed twice on a DoorDash shift is deeply, deeply frustrating for me. And I wish I didn't say those curse words in my mind. I'm glad no one was around to like hear them. I mean, like, I'm not that big. I'm not like afraid of cursing. It's just that I want to say them sparingly, and I want to be moderate in my cursing. Like, I want to practice moderation in my swear words, and I definitely don't want to have like an abundance of swear words in like my media, like, in like my content, because I just think it's going to off-put a lot of people that might otherwise enjoy what I'm doing. Obviously, a lot of people are more desensitized to swear words, so maybe it's all for naught. Maybe it doesn't mean much, but I look at cutting down my my use of swears and stuff as important for like it's self-growth, so it's important. It's a good thing. So let me go into what I was going to talk about. Earlier today, I recorded a video or a audio journal that I call a podcast. Earlier today, I recorded something. However, losing my mind and screaming racial slurs is now just one of the reasons I won't upload something I recorded. I was having a heck of a time with my DoorDash phone. There was a glitch in the system with the Android app of Dasher, and it just wasn't going to let me sign in, so I had to use my primary phone, which is an iPhone, to do my DoorDash shift today. So I was already kind of in a bad mood going into work. But I was talking about television, and so I'd like to say what I said about that as best I can. Okay, so I've talked about him a lot, so I guess we're going to talk about him again because he's kind of pertinent to this. The Gentleman of Earthly Desires. He a long time ago gave me a link to a pirate site to where I could watch pirated television, like all sorts of shows on it for free, and I gladly used it. I don't know if I can use it now. Probably not that big of a deal, but probably shouldn't use it, you know. But yeah, there might be an issue with using it. I don't know. So he gave me the link to the pirate website, and when I would watch television on the pirated website, I would watch things like Married with Children, Saved by the Bell, and like a few other shows. And The Gentleman of Earthly Desires, forgive me for swearing, would be like, why are you only watching old shit when there's so much new shit? And I kind of disregarded it because I view a lot of new shows and whatnot coming out as not very good. I did like Twisted Metal that was released on Peacock. That's probably like the only new show that I would say I really, really, really like. Other than that, there aren't many new shows that I like. And I think that's because new shows are kind of meant for binge watching. They kind of don't, like, each episode doesn't necessarily leave you hanging on the edge of your seat because, like, so many people are binge watchers. Binge watching is fine for background noise, but, you know, I just don't think it's fun. Like, to me, binge watching is like just ordering a meal and like gulping it down as fast as you can, and then getting out of the restaurant or going about the rest of your day at home. it's not really enjoyable. I kind of think things should be savored, and current pacing is you have to wait for the next season to come out, because the season will end on a cliffhanger, not each episode. It seems. Now, I could be wrong. There might be somebody that goes, no, this newer show does a great job of building suspense. But I haven't seen many shows that are new that build suspense. There's also another thing about shows coming out now that I don't like, and that is we need to make as many seasons as possible. I don't get that. Like it's so bizarre to me that one example, I loved the Trailer Park Boys. I just loved it. I feel like the show was made for someone like me when I saw it at the time, and it just really spoke to me. I really liked the characters, and I really liked the comedy of it, and it was just so funny. However, they've made way too many seasons to the point where it goes like, all right, you're kind of tarnishing your legacy. I think The Simpsons is the same way. When I was a kid, my brother was a big Simpsons fan. I necessarily wasn't. I didn't care about The Simpsons. I didn't hate The Simpsons, but I didn't care about The Simpsons. And then randomly, there was some YouTube channels that just discussed things about The Simpsons, like the lore of The Simpsons and the Springfield, and all the side characters of The Simpsons. And I kind of started to appreciate The Simpsons more after that. But only I don't know what season exactly, because I really like season 3 of The Simpsons, and I like a lot of season I've seen up to I've seen seasons 3 through 10. I loved them. They're super funny, and some of the later seasons also have some funny stuff in them too. But I just can't say that the show's current iterations, like the 30 plus seasons that it's on now, are really good. I kind of feel like The Simpsons has burned out pretty much, and I think a lot of Simpsons viewers would agree, and that the Simpsons probably should end eventually. And that last episode of The Simpsons is going to be a big deal. It's as much as I think the show's popularity has waned right now, if they said, which I don't know if they have or anything, if they said that the next season of The Simpsons is the last season, people are watching. I'd bet my bottom dollar on that. I have almost as much faith that people would watch a marketed last Simpsons as I do in the moon cycle. even though I know nothing of the moon cycle. So it doesn't really matter. I was going to say I have as much faith in the Simpsons final season breaking viewership records as I do in Jesus Christ, but I have a lot more faith in Jesus Christ than I have anything on this earth. So I had to stop myself from saying that. I almost wanted to say it, but I can't because it's not true. I can't because it's not true. But yeah, I think that if the Simpsons just said, okay, this is it, no more Simpsons after this, you're gonna see a huge uptick in viewers of The Simpsons because people want to see how that show ends, and I'd have to admit that I'd have some curiosity about how it ends as well. But in regards to cartoons I like that of the adult variety, I would have to say I like American Dad the most. Although I don't necessarily think Seth MacFarlane is the most funny person there is. I think he really nailed it with American Dad, and I really think that a lot of interesting characters are on American Dad. Like Roger the Alien is an interesting character. Stan Smith is an interesting character. Like when you watch Family Guy, Chris Griffin and Meg Griffin are largely irrelevant. They don't matter. Like I guess like Meg matters because like they'll just dunk on Meg. She's just there to get dunked on. And if you like that kind of joke, you like that kind of joke. Certainly, I think it's okay to make joke characters like that. But I'd have to say that like all the like dumping on Meg jokes is are a bit passe and not good, or not. I don't want to say they're not good, but they're not as funny as other jokes on the show should be. And that's it. That's all I really have to say about the Meg jokes. But yeah, Chris, as much as they dump on Meg for being a useless character, Chris is a nothing character. There was a few Chris jokes that I remember, like the evil monkey that lives in his closet. But once they ended that long-term bit, there was really not much to anything about Chris. So, why even engage with a storyline? And so, you watch American Dad, and, okay, it's a Francine episode. I like Francine. Okay, it's a Haley episode. Okay, there's interesting things about Haley. Okay, there's a Steve episode. There's interesting things about Steve. It's a Stan episode. There's interesting things about Stan. There's a Roger episode. There's a billion interesting things about Roger. Roger's the best character. And then there's a Klaus episode. Klaus, being the weakest character, is still very, very compelling. So, American Dad is just is just a much better show than Family Guy because of character development. You know, like on Family Guy they got the Jerky Boys guy voicing Mort Goldman. And it's like, yeah, Mort Goldman's funny, but like, you know, he's just a Jew joke. Like at the end of the day, and you know, like those things are funny in their own way, but like I don't really like hate Jews or anything like that. Like I just don't see the point in like going like, all right, this group is okay to make fun of, I guess, and like just having a character that embodies a stereotype about that group. Like you wouldn't do that about like a black character. Certainly, you'd be canceled. I'm surprised that, honestly, that nobody's come after Family Guy hard in the paint about Mort Goldman, because like like that's all he is. He's a Jewish pharmacist, and he says things in a stereotypical Jewish accent. And you know, like I get it. They're not like inspiring people to commit hate crimes against Jews by having Mort Goldman on their show, but they're just making a shallow joke that like is basically like, oh, that's worth a chuckle, I guess. Like, you know, the Jewish voice to me is funny, but like I don't know, it's just like that's only gonna get you so far. Like if you read the phone book to me like in a Jewish voice, like all right, I'm gonna read A. Arnold Abraham, Arnold Allen, like, and so forth, in a Jewish voice, like, I'm gonna laugh at like two things, and then the rest is gonna be like, all right, enough with the Jewish voice, like that's one of like my best voices, like that I do as a joke, that like some of my friends like, is the Jewish voice. I don't know. I don't feel exactly comfortable doing it anymore. I guess I should kind of have to reframe it as a Jewish voice, or reframe it as something other than a Jewish voice, I guess. But you know, like I do think it's like funny. But past a certain point, it just goes like, all right, I get it. It's a Jew joke. Which I think you can joke about anything as long as you're not trying to, like, you know, inspire hatred. And I don't think Mort Goldman doesn't inspire hatred. The character does make me laugh, has made me laugh at times, but, you know, it's just like, all right, there's the chuckle, and then there's nothing else to him. Like, I wouldn't go, I'm gonna watch Family Guy for Mort Goldman. God, no, I would not watch Family Guy for Mort Goldman. Forgive me, God, for saying that. But no, I would not. There's no way I'd be watching Family Guy for Mort Goldman. If I was watching Family, like my favorite Family Guy character, I guess I'm just gonna have to go default Peter, because Peter can do pretty much anything, and Peter's jokes are usually the funniest. But I wouldn't even really put Peter. I wouldn't put Peter like in the top 10 of my favorite cartoon characters. I'd probably put him in like the 15th. I'm gonna do that one day. That's gonna be one of these episodes. I'm gonna rank my top 15 cartoon characters, and I'll just ramble about my favorite cartoon characters. But yes, you know, I'm feeling a lot better right now. I'm not as mad. I'm probably going to engage in some unhealthy eating soon. And I'm going to try and limit what I'm going to get. I kind of want a chicken quesadilla from Taco Bell. Maybe get two, have one later. But yeah, I think I feel better about it. Like, once again, these things aren't about being rich and famous. These things are about my mental health, and I think recording this has helped me end my frustration. So, at long last, if you listen to this, thank you.